stay on the ground. Again, it's a Jay. He's taken down just shy of the 45. Over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. 4 yards remaining now on second.
Let's go! What? Ohio!
Off the play fake, Prescott. Now a desperation throw, able to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. Third down. Third down and 4.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Prescott off play action. Funches with a catch over the middle. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And he locates Walker, complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
Here we go!
Prescott on first down. It's caught by Funches. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And give him 15 more, and it's another first down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. There were a couple holes there, partner. Was that zone coverage?
That's exactly what it was, Brandon. When you see man-to-man, that defender runs with the receiver. In this case, they were just taking care of their zone coverages, their responsibilities on the field, and the offense found the open space. Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
They're going to hurry back to the line now. They go play action here on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And an encroachment penalty here will cost them 5 yards.
And it makes it so simple, doesn't it? An easy free 5 yards for the offense given to them by the defense.
After the penalty, it's Miller. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Miller. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And this looks to probably be the final play. Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and I missed our AM workout, we still made it through this thing together, didn't we?
Well, you always know I need extra workouts just to keep up with you, so it doesn't matter. But thanks for sharing a booth, and thanks for being our quarterback.
Yeah, you're the quarterback. Always a pleasure, my friend. That'll do it from here for Charles Davis and all our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching Draft Champions here on EA Sports. For more, head on over to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Soldier Field.
You thought that I would lay down and die. Whoa, no. See me and face me in my it. I'm tired of this in the kitchen. But how else am I gonna get it? 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 I'm getting kinda tired of all this in the kitchen. How else am I gonna get it? 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 Whip. How else am I gonna get it? How else am I gonna get it? Whip. How else am I gonna get it? How else am I gonna get it? Came up and I don't know where I go tomorrow. Came up and I don't know what's gonna come tomorrow. Came up and I don't know where I go tomorrow. Came up and I don't know what's gonna come tomorrow. Yeah. Don't bother. I left the mob on it hard like Johnny. She asked me, do you love me? I'm like, what I told you. As I woke up, I was down at that 40, keep it funky. I keep it funky. Not important, that's not important. I'm just wanting her, and she just wanna let my money on my money. That came up, and I don't know where I go tomorrow. Came up, and I don't know what's gonna come tomorrow. Came up, and I don't know where I go tomorrow. Came up, and I don't know what's gonna come tomorrow. Yeah. I don't even worry about tomorrow. It might be some money, it might be all okay. I don't know where I'ma be tomorrow. Might be counting dough. I'll bet with your. Okay, your nose keep running and the money keep coming. Hey, I'ma keep ballin'. Hey, rock a park, ballin'. Hey, carefree, I've been living carefree. So much in the air, we can barely even breathe. Hey, I really worry about things I don't know. You say I'm living wrong, you ain't wrong, man, wrong. Hey, so think about it, it ain't nothing I don't know. All the money that I saw, I don't think I'm ever wrong. Came up and I don't know where I go tomorrow. Came up and I don't know what's gonna come tomorrow. Came up and I don't know where I go tomorrow. Came up and I don't know what's gonna come tomorrow. Yeah. I don't know what's gonna come tomorrow.
If you try to shut us down, we'll show you just how we get down. And just to even up the score, we're coming kicking down your door.
Y'all never played fair, so tell me why now should we care? Queen Bee told y'all a long time ago that we run the atmosphere. Did we build that?
Yeah.
Do we own that?
Yeah.
We even in the studios running playback. Shout out to Am and Sally, the young guards, all the G's like us. Yeah, we go hard. See, this is how it feel to be a champion. We might fall down, but we never run. You wouldn't need it if you knew what we overcome. Do you know all we gotta overcome? But they ain't stopping nothing. Me and my girls on top, straight stunting. And we abide by a real strict code. Hands off my ex and homies over.
If you try to shut us down, we'll show you just how we get down.
work all day. We don't see defeat. You be fly that, can we buy that? We even run a full court, make a stack. Shout out to Maya Moore, the young guard, to all the girls like us, yeah, we go hard. See, this is how it feel to be a champion. We might fall down, but we never run. So proud of them that we overcome. Do you know we gotta overcome? We bow down to none. I wanna hail out all my day ones. Time really does fly when you're having fun, but the party don't stop till we staring down the sun.
Try to shut us down. We'll show you just how we get down. And just to even up the score, we're coming kicking down your door. If you try to shut us down, we'll show you just how we get down. And just to even up the score, we're kick it. Kick it.
this aching pain when you're away, like a burning ship that sets the sails to you. Fingertips, press my lips, make me sing that holy song the way you do. Holy Ghost inside, let it loose and lay it on. Only one that can save me now is you. Healing, oh, I need a healing. I can feel it now, I can feel it now. Got to get it up now. Healing, oh, I need a healing. I can feel it now, I can feel it now. Got to get it up now. Oh, I need it. Oh, I need She's up against them all, but the writing's on the wall. There's more than meets the eye with her, and nothing I can do. I'm left without a clue. She sees it all in black and white or blue. She's got a rebel heart. One day she's gonna fall. She's got a rebel heart. She's up against them all. No, she never will admit that what she wants she never get. She never knows just when to quit. The heart is where fire lies. Can see it in her painted eyes. She's got a rebel heart. One day she's gonna fall. She's got a rebel heart.
wanna sit on private planes. I wanna scream my name on top of the Eiffel Tower. On the Eiffel Tower. I wanna hit that blackjack. I wanna take that money and run right here, right now. Right here, right now. But I won't take that train. I won't catch that flight if you're not on that plane. We ain't taking off tonight. All the money in the world, baby, don't mean a thing to me, 'cause you're all that I want. And even if we're broke, baby, don't mean a thing to Everybody needs somebody, no doubt. Sugar, just step into your sneakers and step behind the speakers. Your heart will keep me beating and make me a believer. Don't you want me? Don't you want me? I need some mercy on my soul right now. Give me what you got, oh, oh, oh. Give me what you got, oh, 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 oh. I said, roll up, yeah, come get your love. I don't care when we're dancing tonight, just as long as you're there in the brink of the light. I said, roll up, yeah, come get your love. I don't care if I'm losing my way. I've been waiting for you as the night fades away. So roll up, roll up, roll up, roll up. Can I get an amen when the night ends? There's no winner when you're walking alone. Sliding down the last street as the day creeps. What you doing with nobody at home? Sugar, just step into your sneakers and step behind the speakers. Your heart will keep me beating and make me a believer. Don't you want me? Don't you want me? I need some mercy on my soul. Come on. Give me what you got. Oh, oh, oh. Give me what you got. Oh, oh, oh. I said, roll up, yeah, come get your love. I don't care when we're dancing tonight, just as long as you're there in the brink of the light. I said, roll up, yeah, come get your love. I don't care if I'm losing my way. I've been waiting for you as the night fades away. So roll up, roll up, roll up, roll up, roll up. Extra touch and pull up, hand in hand for one last touch. Shake extra touch and pull up, hand in hand for one last touch. Shake extra touch and pull up, hand in hand for one last touch. Give me what you got, oh, 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 oh. I said, roll up, yeah, come get your love. I don't care when we're dancing tonight, just as long as you're there in the brink of the light. I said, roll up, yeah, come get your love. I don't care if I'm losing my way. I've been waiting for you as the night fades away. So roll up, roll up, roll up, roll up, roll up.
There are men, and there are giants. Bass and stills in the building, flash the camera. I'ma drop the hammer. Things done changed the hip-hop, Sizzle and Bobby out the slammer. Hip-hop start on the East Coast and then move west, now down to Bama. I'ma bring it back to New York, hold those and throw your hands up. Pass me a cup of the in the club with the juice and the get bent out. Then I'ma slide with it to my ride and head up to my penthouse. Oh, I'm not trying to take it slow, working hard, cake and dough. Open up 24, we striving for that goal.
I'll stop for nothing. I will play this game that's so easily parted. Giants, giants. Everything is shaking through the walls. 'Cause we are giants, giants. Heart of David, you know it takes just one, and it's done.
CNN, this is ghetto editorial. See me like milk and Oreos. Dipped inside the audio, platinum plaques in my portfolio. My lines are fine as they blow your mind like you could do what you wanna do, whether group or solo. Boston cold with a bowl of chili. Summer cheesesteak on the roll in Philly. I'm a patriot, don't do a hatred. If you make that beef, I'll smack you. With this, before you with this, you better walk up and off the building. Yes, oh, got the heat of the show. Face up.
All right, Larry, thank you. It is indeed time for a Draft Champions matchup and what is set to be a great Draft Champions matchup. In the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis, and these guys should have a huge impact on the outcome of this game. They're ready to roll. We're ready to roll. Let's roll. Two teams here amped and ready for football, and off we go in Week 2 of Draft Champions. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Wentz now on first down. He's got time in the pocket. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 23 yards on the play. So they get the completion. That's good, but Charles, probably not good to get hit on the first play of the game.
No coaching staff ever wants their quarterback hit on any passing play, especially to start the game. What you're hoping is you have one of those tough guys back there. And sometimes when they get hit early, it gets the juices flowing, and they get right into the game.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. That's caught by his tight end, Shockey. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Jeremy Shockey, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. And it's up and good. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now Elway on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And got his man complete. And that one results in 35 yards. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that one. Both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he got it there. Looking deep downfield here for Decker. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. He's going to go up top again. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's fourth down.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
They're going on fourth. It's Elway. Underneath for Miller. That one good for 21 yards. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
Here comes the D swarming to the line. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
From back at the 3 now. This is 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. Elway. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Gavin Escobar from 3 yards out. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. That again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, get into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. To throw is Wentz. Baldwin with it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Throwing is Wentz. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and boy, he's been good. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. And from the 9-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So a defensive brain lapse there and an encroachment penalty.
Sometimes when you don't watch the football and make sure that it's snapped, you're watching the offensive player, and they can influence you occasionally and look like they're getting ready to move, and the officials don't detect it.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackle.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Wentz going to go on 4th down. That's caught at the 2. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and it'll be a turnover on downs. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that? There goes Eric Decker. Past the 20. Touchdown, L.A. Eric Decker, 98 yards. And the Rams have taken the lead. And that's the type of play that'll give your sideline some juice, a long touchdown pass.
And it's like a bolt of lightning, isn't it? That suddenness of that play brings everyone to their feet in the stadium, and he takes it all the way to the end zone. Give them credit for making that type of a play call. Even more credit for how they executed it.
And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So we'll see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. So 1:55 to go in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. On second down, here's Wentz. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Open man, it's Jeremy Shockey. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker. Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast, but sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
Yeah, a lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it. Now Wentz. He finds his man, Baldwin. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. And I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Again, it's Wentz. That's caught at the 3. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. And they're going to speed things up here.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Wentz now on third and goal. That's caught at the 1. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Doug Baldwin, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts have tied things up. They can take the lead with the extra point. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation. If it just...
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. It's the Honey.
The light is going down and the weekend's here. Save my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the weekend's here. Save my soul. Who's on with me? Who's on with me? Bring a friend along, yeah. going down and the weekend's here. Save my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the weekend's here. Save my soul. Who's on with me now? Who's on with me now? Troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the weekend's here. Save my soul. Who's on with me now? Who's on with me now? Oh my Lord. Take it up another notch and make it drop it and never take it down. Take it down.
Oh, how about this for a tough choice early on? Which direction they go here is going to say a lot about what this team wants to do. The Bears have been represented here already. It wouldn't be a shock to see a second come off the board here. Yeah, I think they got the best player there, and they got a guy that fills a big need, so that's an excellent choice. Oh, no question that this guy's going to grade out as a huge impact over what was there before.
Boys, daddies, girls, children of the cornfield, trying to turn a shift job into a dollar bill.
In these middle rounds, you have to start asking yourself, do you settle for what's available now, or do you try and push your luck? Yeah, maybe not the pick that's going to change this team's fortune, but he is an improvement over what they had.
From the country, yes, sir. You know we're straight out of that long week working now.
Well, not too tough to see into the thought process of that.
Bonfire on the back 40, in the middle of nowhere. Nobody going home tonight. Till we're straight out of moonlight, straight out of moonlight. Yeah. Just a bunch of John.
Some tough choices coming up right about now. Do you go after the best available player, or do you go after a position of need?
Hook up to a rusty chain in the sun or in the rain.
So, with a handful of starters already nailed down, you have to ask yourself, do you dare go for depth, or do you just try to cover as many areas of the field as possible?
From the country, yes, sir. You know we're straight out of that long week working now.
And now's where you need to make these last picks count. Time to fill any holes you can before it's too late. Tough call here. Do you try and get tougher up front, or get yourself a player in what we call a skill position? Now it's getting to the time of the draft where you really want to get lucky and hope somebody falls into your lap. Both offensive and defensive options here. They might have to ask themselves which side of the ball needs more attention.
Yes, sir. You know we're straight out of that long.
The Cards have seen one player get taken already. Could another be about to join him?
Bonfire on the back 40, in the middle of nowhere. Nobody going home tonight. Till we're
Still a few holes on this roster and not a lot of time left to do anything about it.
Thank you, Larry. So the picks are in. We welcome you to this Draft Champions contest. I'm Brandon Gaudin, along with Charles Davis, ready to call the action. And let's get to it. Down to the field. It's time for kickoff. And it's the birth of a new club as we're underway in Draft Champions. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19th. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. 3rd and 2, Smith. And he fires one that's intercepted. Room here to run. There he goes left side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six.
This over complex new design, I'm tripping over all the time. We try to walk a fragile line. Whatever's left is always right. I will take back what's rightly mine. This is what forsaken fight. We're gonna set this place alight. Bring it on tonight.
Still a long way to go in this draft, but if you can lock up a few key positions here in the first few picks, it's one thing this team's going to need is some leaders, and they've got one right here.
Bring it on tonight.
Oh, no need to worry about this guy. Just plug him right into the starting role, and he'll be a massive upgrade. And there's a pick that does fill a hole, but I'm not sure that it's really going to be the one that improves the overall squad a tremendous amount. These middle rounds are where your decisions can really impact your team, because if you pass on certain positions, there's no guarantee you're going to see him again. I'll tell you right now, you won't go wrong adding instant impact right there. That's a big leap forward from what they had on the roster to begin with. Yeah, here's a spot where the fan base would be clamoring for a skill player. But do you listen to him or go after someone who could help you up front? Boy, a tough choice here, but one that any organization would love to have. How do you go wrong with these three guys? And with time running short, you've got to hope some guys fall into your lap, or you could be left with some real holes on your roster.
I'm tripping over all the time. We try to walk a fragile line. Whatever's left is always right. I will take back what's rightly mine. This is what forsaken.
Boy, it's finger crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you've got to be hoping that there's still a gem or two that become. And now, which side of the football will they address here? Yeah, I don't think you needed a crystal ball to see that pick coming. That's all about loyalty and familiarity right there. It's the age-old question on draft day. What's the bigger need, offense or defense? Definitely some options with this pick. Do you take a skill player here or get yourself some help up front?
Thank you very much, Larry Ridley. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. We are ready for this draft champions matchup as you get a quick peek at some of the stars in today's game. We're ready to go. Let's get down to kickoff. And it's the birth of a new club as we're underway in draft champions. This will be taken in at the 1. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down at about the 15. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. That could be a downside of putting together a team in draft champions week 1. It's early. You might have some of these mistakes.
You're exactly right, because it does take time to build chemistry, trust, right? Understanding where guys are going to be. And I think that's what led to the interception. They just don't know each other well enough yet. That should build up as the season goes on.
Here we go!
On 2nd down, McNair. Caught left side, it's Barnage. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Gary Barnage, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now the first carry here for Frank Gore. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Tackle made by Whitney Merciless.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd down, they'll run with Gore. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And look at this, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. And now here comes Kansas City. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a group.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Kenny Stills, 30 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first-quarter lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the Patriots offense. They
go for it on 4th down. It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Drops it underneath to Gore. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
This one complete to Jordan Reed. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety back.
It looked like two well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, they realized the corner was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just know where to go, where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play. He's not exactly had a banner start to this game. We're still in the first quarter. He's already thrown an interception, and that should have been the second one.
Dude, just quit. Your team's garbage. Your team is honestly garbage. Oh, okay, lucky, but your team's garbage. Just quit. Just quit, honestly. You're not gonna win. There's no way.
And it was successful throwing the football.
So yeah, you should really back out.
Yeah, but unsuccessful back in my high school days. Old Tim Jones dropped it, hit him right in the numbers. But I'll tell you what, these guys, they love this opportunity, don't they? A chance to get involved.
They certainly do, and many of them were quarterbacks or big-time players when they were in high school and college. So to get back doing what they did before, always fun.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. 13 yards there on the pickup, and it gives the Pats a 1st down. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. They come up in an offset eye. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Roethlisberger.
Dude.
Looking to hit Matthews, but it's
Yo,
intercepted.
just back out already. Seriously.
And a big turnover there as his guys
Like, come on.
will get the
You're not going to
football
beat me,
back.
dude.
And now here comes Kansas City.
Playing.
Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? You're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh boy, you wish you hadn't.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. That takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
He finds his man, Baldwin. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a 1st down as well.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
From the gun, here's McNair. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball.
Yup, too easy.
Inside the 30.
Too easy. Bro, are you ready to back out yet? Like, seriously, this is just too embarrassing.
And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
I mean, honestly, you honestly think you're going to beat me? Like, no, there's no way. No way. Good luck, man. All I'm saying is you're wasting your own time by playing, man.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
That was just too easy. Your corners suck and your whole team sucks.
This fielded at the 2.
If you honestly think you're going to beat me,
take it back to
you're
about the
certainly
19-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than
Too easy. Are you kidding me? Just get out of the game already. Come on. Like, that was like no, bro.
Kansas City. Good drive last time.
You're not going to
really
win.
Effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate
Too easy,
the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely
I don't know why it's only
They're doing so well throwing the ball. I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Now McNair.
Too easy. Are you kidding me?
Chiefs.
Like, Jesus. You're just embarrassing yourself by playing, honestly.
And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
Because you're not winning. You're not going to beat. So why bother playing?
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs.
I mean, my team's a little much better than
and you
yours.
talk about what to do on
Sucks.
your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change.
You should just back out already.
Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That,
Alright, I
among
guess
other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Even
we'll
more,
just
you
keep
know,
this
I
one
have
PG.
no
SEC
violation.
No doubt.
They'll start on the ground with Gore.
Literally don't.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose
why
with
don't
the
you just
football.
back out of
Nearly
it?
a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Like, you're just
going
going to lose.
doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief when the ball actually hit the ground. It didn't go in the other direction.
And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the root.
And the big was here as he's taken down. Navarro Bowman able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger.
Yeah, get out of here.
And he goes nowhere.
Your offense
He'll
sucks.
lose yardage back
Literally.
to 17. It's a loss of 4.
Your offense is
Now
garbage.
3rd down. Now Ben on 3rd and long. Escaping the pressure right.
This is too easy. Why are you still here? Like, seriously. You're not going to beat me. There's no way. Your team sucks.
Kansas City. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days.
Like, this is just too easy. That's another
If your
thing.
starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because
you're
they weren't
gonna
going to
lose
pull him
like
out.
50
But
to
nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And this one's incomplete. Kenny Stills, the
I don't
intended
understand.
receiver, and now it's 2nd down.
Because you're not winning. Just so you know.
On 2nd down, McNair flushed out right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. It'll wind up going as a sack and a loss of 2.
Even if I get
And now the task gets more difficult here on 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, it's McNair. And he dropped
good
it.
play.
Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect
Good play.
someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense
Still
or
winning by
defense
30.
because there's usually a great amount of
Never rated
bodies
back
in
up.
that part of the field.
Yeah,
In
you're
this
not
case,
beating.
no one came up with it.
So the drive takes him inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you cross-country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report, here's Larry Ridley.
All right, boys, time to get another score and make this kid finally quit.
Here comes the Chiefs' offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them.
Oh, good play. Good play. The only pick you're going to get the football.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65.
Dude, that shouldn't have.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
He's going to look deep down the field.
Dude, just back out already.
Picked off by Patrick Chung.
Like,
and the
why are
return
you
here will go to the 31-yard line.
Like
So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense should be fresh.
That's honest.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
McNair to throw. He's going to air one out. And pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up.
That's just too easy. Like, even if you usered it, you still get it this time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Another carry now for Rodgers. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal.
All right, well, it's not
They held him out on second down, and now here's 3rd and goal. Here's McNair. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart.
Oh.
They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
So from nothing less there than chip shot distance, a tough miss from the right hash.
Well, this is just a wobbler. I mean, he knows he's got to get it going left, but that was right all the way.
He couldn't quite hold it.
I can remember you continue
ball pops out, incomplete.
and he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. Now on second down, this is goal.
Dude,
And he
your
will
run
lose yardage
game's
on the play.
horrible.
Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
You should have just redrafted your whole team, man. It's so bad.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. And he hits his man, Matthews. And he's brought down after a good game. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he
and he fumbled too. I'll take that.
And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Now the Chiefs' offensive unit ready to do battle again. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's
Amari
NFL,
Cooper.
And caught by Cooper.
That's too
for a
easy.
Kansas City touchdown.
Come on. At least make it competitive.
Cooper, 42 yards. And the Chiefs take advantage of the turnover and put up 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
big word. I like it now, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
They'll stick to the ground game with
Dude,
that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Do something
They
else.
call that a loss of 6 yards.
Like your run game
And it's third down now. And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on third down.
Anybody can
Pass
beat.
situation.
Now, and he's going to be taken down. He's sacked on the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Los Angeles. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on fourth down. They go with a screen to Gore. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The Patriots come up empty on fourth down. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
I'm going to score right here again.
Now McNair looking for a first down throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Honestly,
Eli Harold in from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. On second down, McNair going for the deep ball. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath to the clear.
Gary.
In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much.
Tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold it.
Yep. There we go.
Now I've been in New York, Texas, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California, AATLMIADMV, all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California, ayy.
New York, Texas, Midwest, and Vermont. California, cause there's no place like California. California, ayy.
I got some out in Dallas, now I'm smelling like LA. Met a from Miami to the Machiavelli. Left the kids on the belly, left the vid on my celly. She ate like spaghetti, I'm hitting gas and Dreddy. Met some killers in Memphis, like they can open. Give me my flowers while I can smell them. Ain't talking about roses, literally and lean. Mix it like a, bought it in Nashville. Then I woke up in Tulsa, Oklahoma. It's sun, California, but nothing like Compton. It's more like Calistoga and it's hot as Arizona. I pop me up Fresno, hard colder than Minnesota in October. Don't interrupt, darling, I'm in the zone. Why does everywhere I go just remind me of home?
Thank you, Larry. Brandon Gaudin, along with Charles Davis here in the booth. We are set for a spectacular Draft Champions matchup and some spectacular talent on your screen right now. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get down to the field for kickoff. Two teams here amped and ready for football, and off we go in week 2 of Draft Champions. On first down, it's McNair. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. 10 yards still left on second down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield. Those guys made that play possible.
Caught left side, it's Barnage. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
On the ground, Rodgers. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Jaquiz Rodgers taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on first down. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll run for the first time with Hill. And a short gain down to about the 33. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Again, it's Hill, and he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
There's so many times during camp and practice that you get bored as a player doing regular drills. But how about that shed and skate drill right there by the linebacker? You do it each and every day. Get the blocker away and get into the backfield and make a big-time tackle. That's what we just saw.
Throwing on 3rd down, Keenum looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field, and they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Well, so they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And you know,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Julius Peppers not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. To throw, McNair. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that play was what every defense is wary of. The big strike attempted downfield, but they were in excellent position. They didn't get fooled. And while he didn't come up with the interception, was able to bat the ball down.
So on 4th down, here's Brad Nortman on to punt it away. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Throwing left side, it's complete. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And New York set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Let's go!
McNair to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, 3rd down here.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. After the interception, here's Keenum. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Hopkins, the one receiver right. Throwing is Keenum. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. A big play there for the Giants. 44 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, They want them on their team.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Hill, the lone setback. Now it's Keenum here off the bootleg. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On second down, McNair. It's caught. It's Barnage over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And Barnage has it on the right side. And he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Gun. It's McNair. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Now McNair. Caught. Left side. It's Barnage. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Let's go.
On first down, it's McNair. Over the middle, Cooper with it. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
From the gun, here's McNair. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jaquiz Rodgers with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect. And this remains a 13-0 game. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And the kicker commits the kicker's cardinal sin. He kicks it out of bounds. Keenum now on first down. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. second down, here's Keenum. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And some room to work. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now McNair looking for a first down throw. Completes it right side to Cooper. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Fresh set of downs here. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now Rodgers. And he is in. Touchdowns. Rodgers on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Suck up for the extra point. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. On the return, this is Jacquizz Rodgers. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put your...
Travis Kelce, touchdown, Giants. Travis Kelce, 79 yards. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points.
No, but I must remind you that you're still
losing. Right?
So,
the exhale, and I'm taking that from their bench because
just thought I would let you give you a friendly reminder that you're still losing.
Get some points on the board.
And that your team's
maybe
garbage.
They can use that to kickstart them for the second half.
Yeah, just to get something before going into the lockers. And now in the second half, they can just tighten.
That's what they want to do. Tighten down everything they're doing, and then maybe explode at the right time.
And out come the Chiefs now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Amari Cooper as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. These have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a first down throw. Keenum. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. On 2nd and 10, Keenum. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jonathan Joseph. And he's given his guys a shot from late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside.
It's in my bones, it's in my soul. You're never gonna break me down, oh no. I've got gold running through my veins. One shot, straight to the heart. No, I won't drop. You're never gonna slow me down. I've got the energy of a tidal wave. You don't gotta believe in me. I know who I wanna be. You don't gotta believe in me. 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 It's in my bones. It's in my soul. You're never gonna take that from me. No, I'm gonna be who I wanna be. Oh, say what you want.
All right, Larry, hope everyone is settled in for a great Draft Champions contest. Here, lucky to witness it. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. These guys that you see on your screen, they won't be witnessing. They will be participating in what should be an excellent game. Let's get down to the field. It's time for kick. The getting to know each other process is over. Time to get down to it. And we're off in week 3 of Draft Champions. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. On first down, it's McNair. Deep drop. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. On second down, McNair flush to his right. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up a third down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Cooper's got it. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
But we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Complete here to Gary Barnidge. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Gary Barnidge, 44 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Just how they wanted to start this one, in the end zone on their first possession.
And that just happened. How about that play right there? As you said, opening possession, setting the tone for everything. Now, I'm going to look forward a little bit now because everyone should be celebrating his catch in the end zone. The tight end gets a little bit of love. But if you're a receiver on the team, you should be thinking to yourself, boy, oh boy, things are going to open up the rest of the game if they have to focus on him as well.
First down, Mariota on the screen. This is Coleman. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, that one fell incomplete after being tipped in the air. But I have to tell you, I had a bad flashback of going to head to the stadium stairs in practice. Because what we were always taught, any ball like that, if it's not spiked towards the ground and you actually tip it up, then that's an error on your part. Because now you've given hope to the offense, maybe help create a big play for them, instead of going up and either intercepting it or knocking it down. I ran many a stadium step for my errors.
It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They'll run it here. This is Rodgers. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. So a couple failed attempts here for the ground game, assuming you pass here on 3rd.
Doesn't look like you're getting anywhere running the ball at all, so I would agree with you on that one. You got to think about going to the air to try and pick up the yardage you need.
Anything in particular you look for on 3rd and long?
I don't think you go play action here. Just go back in the pocket, get out of your hands pretty quickly, and let your receivers do the work.
And this is caught. Amari Cooper. It's a 4-yard pickup, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal. They'll run. It's Rodgers. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jaquiz Rodgers taking it in. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And now out come the Patriots. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
They go play action here on 1st down. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. 64 yards. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
To return, this is Doug Baldwin. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, then he can hit a big punt and change.
Looking for Barnage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the defense. Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. It's caught. Kamar Aiken. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route. 3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
Mariota now to throw on first down. And to the tight end, Olsen, right side. A gain of 6 there on first.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off by Patrick Chung. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. So 2nd and 10 here.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Steps away. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Call it a gain of 5. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Here we go!
From the gun, here's McNair. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And time for us to take a break here in the booth. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. On 1st and 10, McNair. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Robert Quinn able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard.
Let's go!
Out of the gun, it's McNair. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Here we go!
On 2nd down, McNair eluding the pressure right. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. McNair to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Steve McNair with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. but you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 on the pickup there. And it'll give the Patriots a first down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Finding time. He's going to wind up and air it out. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Final play of the half here, Mariota. He's got time. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd down, Mariota again. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
Help me out, partner. Was that incomplete?
That was on a deep ball to Dez.
And that's a surprise. The way he attacks the football in the air, it's always surprising to me when he doesn't complete a pass like that.
Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got the Knox in the house, right? And I go by the name of Wyclef. I bought the band. And we need all the ladies to report on the dance floor. And you know my slogan, no fighting in the home.
Poppin' nugget when I met you, shorty had the long extension. Told her I'm a bad one, but I only got the best intention. Tougher, not a bluffer. I want you to be my lead. Don't have to take it undercover. Just on the bells are ringing, people singing, rice is throwing, flower bringing. Ting-a-ling-a-ling, the honeymoon is when we going, and I take you to a place that you didn't even know exists. What's your wish? Dinner at the Eiffel Tower in Paris.
Shot us in the basement party, yeah. Turn into the greatest party, yeah. Never see my baby coming. Just once, and we went up, yeah. And my love a tripping, yeah. Now I feel my body drifting, yeah. Baby girl, she got me lifted, your mind tripping, yeah.
A huge impact on the outcome of this game. They're ready to roll. We're ready to roll. Let's roll. Bitter rivals going back to their AFL days in the 1960s. The Chiefs and Raiders are underway. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Wentz now on first down. Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick 6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. They'll come out in the pistol. Here's the first carry now for Frank Gore. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Second down and just 1. On second down, here's Wentz. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. Escaping the pressure right. And some space here. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Back to the ground, this time with Gore. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Wentz to throw on second down. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Wentz now on first down. Wide open receiver complete. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
On 1st and goal, Gore. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Giants throwing on second down. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. Wentz now on 3rd and goal. That's caught at the 2. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jordy Nelson, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Now McNair looking for a first down throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. Second down following the incompletion. On second down, McNair. Complete here to Gary Barnidge. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they... And that is caught! Touchdown, Kansas City! Amari Cooper, 46 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? You need that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
Drops it underneath to Gore. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Now a play fake here on first down. It's caught right side, it turns. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
On first down, it's Gore. And he stopped immediately there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And when you're trying to set up a counter play, that's what a lot of people call an influence play. You're really hoping those defensive linemen are really agile.
These guys with football back. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. 55 yards.
Not the tallest receiver on the field, but he just shouted to admit that the little guy can't go downfield and make a big-time catch on a deep pass because sometimes they'll just out-scrap you for the football.
And Barnage has it on the right side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more after this. On first down, it's McNair. He hits Rodgers in the flat. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
And some real confusion here. They won't even get to the line. From the gun, it's Wentz. Caught by Nelson left side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
He was trying to get it to Frank Gore there. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. From midfield, here's Wentz. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. The 20, and he gets this one all the way. Down inside the 20-yard line. And now the offense operates in the red zone. From the red zone now, Wentz. And this is caught at the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
This offense is in rhythm now, just accumulating first downs and moving the ball downfield.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there, couldn't hang on. Second down. Gore back there as the lone setback. And it's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Jeremy Maclin as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am, go ahead and tapping out the first half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
This will be taken about the 12. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go back to the air here after the and down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Frosty Rocker. He's the one. That got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. Okay, LR, we are indeed all even as these teams come back out for the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
On 1st and 10, McNair finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Amari Cooper, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jonathan Joseph. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Out of the gun, it's McNair. He hits Rodgers in the flat. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Red zone opportunity. From the gun, here's McNair. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. Offense looks to punch it in here from the... And he is in! Touchdown! Kansas City. Jaquiz Rogers taking it in. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And his kick is right through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jonathan Joseph. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. On first down, it's McNair. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Now McNair. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Not only was that a 3-and-out, it was their 3rd straight incompletion on this drive. And they didn't even think about trying to run the football. Now they have to give it up.
Here's Brad Nordman now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Gore back there is the lone setback. And they'll get it up the middle. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Here's Gore. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. From midfield, here under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Aaron Donald in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed.
Hello, my name is Kamal. I am from the clouds. I'm a human now, but I used to be a raindrop. Word up, I'm really good at putting words up. I make them levitate and circle with the birds. I don't need to force it, I let it occur. Whatever occurs, thank you. Feel like I was touched by an angel. Once again, a whole nother angle. I got a lot of holes in my ankle. I got a lot of love and a whole lot of ignorance, and that's a good thing if you want to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate.
Oh, how about this for a tough decision early on? Which direction they go here is going to say a lot. Yeah, no surprise here. Anytime you can get your hands on a player of his caliber, I think you pretty well have to pull the trigger.
I am the king in the grasses.
We've seen Dallas represented once already. Could another Cowboy be joining the fold?
I don't expect that. I'm just really glad I could say something. It's a blessing.
Where to now? Do you get yourself a big brute for the trenches, or someone who can really help you out at the playmaking type spot? Still some big holes remaining to be... Oh, and that's a key upgrade right there. He's versatile, athletic, and a big upgrade over what they had. These are the rounds you love to see. Some big names to choose from here. Where to now? Do you get yourself a big brute for the trenches, or someone who can really help? And that's a pick that'll solve a lot of problems out there. He'll fit in nicely.
Yeah, I've been killing it. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been with this. Yeah, I've been killing.
Boy, it's finger crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you've got to be hoping that there's still a gem. And now is where you need to make these last picks count. Time to fill any holes you can before it's too late. And now, which side of the football will they address here? Some interesting options either way. Options here on both sides of the football. It's pretty much of a coin flip if you ask me. Now it's getting to the time of the draft where you really want to get lucky and hope somebody falls into your lap. And there's a pick that'll certainly help. Maybe not an impact signing, but you're not going to hit a home run every round.
Looked around, seen his wife on the military all over the whole compound. Soon as he seen it, I swear it, I mean it, my man was gone quicker than dominoes. He in jail, everyone falling like dominoes. Yeah, I've been killing it. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been with this. Yeah, I've been killing it. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been with this. Yeah, I've been killing that. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been killing that, flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been killing that. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist, flicking that wrist.
Logic, clockwise, counterclockwise, realest in the top 5. Other 4 ain't rapping. I'm just repping for the side. Yeah, that's coastlines, Panama for the boat rides. Worth billions, and we ain't even need showtime. Just money counters and kitchenware, condo with a in there. We got rich in there. Been a trophy since Hawaiian Sophie. Curry over Kobe, we shooting. Splash Brothers with the add in soda. Good fellas to my Aureliotis. Shades of blue, I admit you. Let the sky fall, let it rain on you.
Yeah, I've been killing it. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been with this. Yeah, I've been killing it. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been with this. Yeah, I've been killing that. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been killing that, flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been killing that. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist, flicking that wrist. DJ Fresh.
Now I've been in New York, Texas, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California, ATL, all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California,
Thank you, Larry. So the picks are in. We welcome you to this Draft Champions contest. I'm Brandon Gaudin, along with Charles Davis, ready to call the action. And let's get to it. Down to the field. It's time for kickoff. And it's the birth of a new club as we're underway in Draft Champions. And on the return, here comes Adam Jones. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Rivers on first down. Funches with a catch over the middle. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
A couple of cheats there to bring him down. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Miller. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
They'll run with Miller. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 12 yards is the pickup there. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Rivers now to throw on first down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended target that time, Marcus Colston. And it's 2nd down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Throwing again, Rivers on 2nd and 10. His throw incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And it's 3rd down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Here's Rivers. And he comes back with one complete. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. 4th down, Rivers. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Paul Warlow. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a 4th quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller, and now it's 2nd down. A 2nd down throw for Rivers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball. But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to...
He's got a man, complete. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Kenny Brin, 76 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time with just punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. On 1st and 10, Rivers. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. To throw, Rivers. Flushed out right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Throwing Rivers. Open man, it's Jeremy Shockey. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. First down throw for Prescott. And it's complete to Antonio Gates. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Do you get the sense, Brandon, that people are trying to retire Antonio Gates? They keep thinking this is almost the end of the line, and then he keeps making catches like the one we just saw there.
He's the old reliable, you're right, just one of 9 players in the NFL with 100 or more touchdowns. 2nd down now after the incompletion.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it.
Oh, wide open, complete, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tim Brown, 59 yards, and the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Falcons now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Rivers. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't get that done on that play.
Throwing, Rivers. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out.
Trying to set up the screen, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race, and he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a KC touchdown. He tried to get something going there with a little toss behind the line of scrimmage. Unsuccessful.
How about the athleticism of the coverage, though? Being able to dance with him coming out of the backfield. That's not easily done. But not only did he dance, took it, wheeled, and went the other way. Ended up with 6 points for his team.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Back to it after the pick-6. Rivers. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
On second down, Rivers again. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And Robinson with a big catch. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. And now they're in the hurry-up. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They go play action here on first down. And this will complete right side to Funchess. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll throw again. Rivers gets it to Strong. 1 yard is the gain there. It'll bring up second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Rivers again. Surveying the field. That's caught at the 1. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devin Funchess from 8 yards out. And the Falcons get a bit closer.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps. But they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. The 30, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tim Brown, 95 yards, and the Chiefs add on to their lead. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
He's got time in the pocket. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Rivers. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Rivers now from the 50. Finding time. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
Throwing Rivers. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Rivers on 4th down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. Yet a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30. Thank you very much, Larry Ridley. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. We are ready for this draft champions matchup as you get a quick peek at some of the stars in today's game. We're ready to go. Let's get down to kickoff. Two teams here amped and ready for football, and off we go in week 2 of Draft Champions. And oh, he kicked it out of bounds. That's a big penalty.
And this is where the rest of the team turns and stares at the kicker and says, you have one job, execute it.
They'll come out in the pistol. They run from the pistol with Ingram. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Here's the option going right. Field stripe. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
A couple of Chiefs there to bring him down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Derrick Henry. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. 3rd down now following the run. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. A 1st down carry for Henry. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Now they'll throw with Carr. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 12 yards there as they move the chains. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Again to Henry. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well, because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw on that play. No gain.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bobby Wagner in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal.
All right, here we go. 5, 8, 0.
Shotgun now for Carr. Over the middle to Evans. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
Prescott on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And got his man complete. A big play there for KC. 44 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play?
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. A second down throw for Prescott. He sets to fire deep. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. The Saints with an extra defensive back here on third on the field.
Could they blitz?
Prescott to throw it. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem.
Just a bunch of poor boys, daddies, girls, children of the cornfield, trying to turn a shift job into a dollar bill. We wear the muddy boots, stay true to how we're raised. Ain't nothing about us fake. You know we're straight out of that dirty south, dirty roads. Nobody got no money, got them signed up, pickup trucks whistling at them from the country. Yes, sir. You know we're straight out of that long week working now.
Oh, a tough decision on their hands now. And this early on, it's one you can't afford. Boy, you talk about a talented player. This guy's one of the best around.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy's a rare talent and a huge upgrade over what they had before.
Junkies getting funky to some old hang, nothing been stuck in the mud that we can't.
What to do here? Build up the interior of your line or get that skill player to add another weapon?
You know we're straight out of that dirty south, dirty roads. Nobody got no money, got them.
In these middle rounds, you have to start asking yourself, to use 2 words here, difference maker. That's what that pick right there is. Does this pick fill a big need? I'm not so sure that it does, but it is at least a slight improvement over what they had in place.
Nobody going home tonight till we're straight out of moonlight, straight out of moonlight.
Some tough choices coming up right about now. Do you go after the best available player, or do you go after a position of need? Boy, you can't go wrong with anybody out of this group. Still a few holes on this roster, and not a lot of time left to do anything about it. 3 choices here, all of them impact players. Whoever's making the final decision here might have a coordinator in each year. Do you go offense or defense? Always a tough decision, offense or defense. It's all about finding the right balance when you're putting a team together. This is a pretty telling pick here. Do you go for a big bruiser up front, or get yourself someone who could be a difference maker at a skill position? And with time running short, you've got to hope some guys fall into your lap, or you could be left with some real holes on your roster.
Hey, you never had your head this way. Are you still living in that place? They told me you've been doing okay, okay. In another world where you and me, we show our hearts, yeah, entirely. Deliver me from reality and take me to my fantasy. Tell me we can make this real if we can follow what we feel. I'm running, but I've reached the edge, and now I'm falling. So promise that you'll catch me. Promise that you'll catch me. Dreams forever in my head, it seems. I finally know what we mean. I promise that one day you'll see. In another world where you and me, we show our hearts, yeah, entirely. Deliver me from reality and take me to.
Thank you, Larry. Brandon Gaudin, along with Charles Davis here in the booth. We are set for a spectacular draft champions matchup and some spectacular talent on your screen right now. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get down to the field for kickoff. And it's the birth of a new club as we're underway in Draft Champions. Big mistake here by the kicker, kicking it out of bounds.
The one that drives coaches crazy. Keep it in the field of play and let your guys cover.
Smith on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure. But
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That one goes for 24 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And this is caught at the 8. Touchdown, Chicago.
The light is going down and the weekend's here. Save my soul.
I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul. Who's on with me? Who's on with me?
It's so important to find players you can really commit to in these first. Boy, the skills just leap out here with this guy. He will be a very important part of this ball club. Yeah, that's the kind of guy who can elevate that entire unit. He's a very talented addition. Oh, no need to worry about this guy. Just plug him right into a starting role, and he'll be a massive upgrade. So, with a handful of starters already nailed down, you have to ask yourself, do you dare go for depth, or do you just try to cover as many areas of the field as... Tough call here. Do you try and get tougher up front, or get yourself a player in what we call a skill position? These middle rounds are where your decisions can really impact your team, because if you pass on certain positions, there's no guarantee you're going to see them again. Yeah, here's a spot where the fan base would be clamoring for a skill player. But do you listen to them or go after someone who can help you up? A bit of a dilemma with this threesome. Which side of the ball do you turn your focus to here?
Coast to coast ballin', call your friends, the weekend's coming up. About to give you the rock, now pour.
Boy, it's finger crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you've got to be hoping that there's still a gem or two that we've seen a Houston Texan be taken. Yeah, I think with that pick, you're just looking to build up your core. Get some guys in here that can help round out the roster. One thing's for sure in this round, you're going to walk away with a great player no matter which way you go. These are tough decisions here, offense or defense. Which side has the more pressing need? Boy, it's finger crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you've got to be hoping that there's still a gem or two that becomes available.
Don't make me beg.
All right, Larry, hope everyone is settled in for a great Draft Champions contest. Here, lucky to witness it. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. These guys that you see on your screen, they won't be witnessing. They will be participating in what should be an excellent game. Let's get down to the field. It's time for kick. And it's the birth of a new club as we're underway in Draft Champions. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. 1st and 10. It's Palmer. It's caught. Michael Pruitt. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Now it's Palmer going up top. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. And finding Pruitt. A big play there for Casey. 53 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
First carry for Carlos Hyde. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
On 3rd down, Palmer. He dumps it to Hyde. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Carlos Hyde from 8 yards out. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
But when it comes to the running game, the New England Patriots, they're one of the few teams in the NFL that I don't think care much about balancing things out.
Last year, to your point, 5th in passing yardage, number 30 in the run game.
What they want to do each and every week is make a game plan based on their opponent, not so much their own personnel, and they try to attack that way.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They are going for it. It's Smith. And this is incomplete. So
it's in my bones, it's in my soul. You're never gonna break me down, oh no. I've got gold running through my veins. One shot to the heart, no I won't drop. You're never gonna slow me down. I've got the energy of a tidal wave. You don't gotta believe in me, I know who I wanna be. You don't gotta believe in me, gotta believe in me, gotta believe in me. It's in my bones, it's in my soul. You're never gonna take that from me. I'm gonna be who I wanna be. Oh, say what you wanna say, I'll do it my way. I'm swimming through.
all right, Larry, thank you. It is indeed time for a Draft Champions matchup and what is set to be a great Draft Champions matchup. In the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis, and these guys should have a huge impact on the outcome of this game. They're ready to roll. We're ready to roll. Let's roll. 2 teams here amped and ready for football, and off we go in week 2 of Draft Champions. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. They'll come out in the pistol. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there and swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They go play action here on 1st down. flush to his right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And it'll be first down, Denver.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there'll be design runs as well as his scrambles.
The first carry here for Jaquiz Rogers. A gain of 3, second down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. But they get back in the huddle. He's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they? When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
On second down, Prescott again. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. They'll run for it with Peterson. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Good first step there defensively, but they take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Adrian Peterson taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. They'll look to throw, and they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Well, they had that great, long, methodical drive to put it in the end zone. Then they tried to bite off a little more and get 8 points. Instead, they're sitting at 6.
But didn't that feel like a decision that they made on Tuesday?
Yeah. You usually say that's what they do, right?
Right. That's the best one. The best ones do that. They take the emotion out of it. That felt like that was scripted. Hey, if we score on the opening drive, we're going to go for 2 and try and really gain an advantage.
Now Palmer on first down. Out to the flat for Hyde. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Let's go.
On second down, here's Palmer. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 5-yard pickup that time on what will wind up being the final play of this. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Prescott now on second down. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Prescott looking left side. That's caught by Moore. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
tonight we ain't going out, so we invited everybody. The made, well, they're way too strong, but ain't nobody saying sorry. The speaker's so blown, no one knows what it is, but we keep it on.
Boy, we've just gotten started here, and already these guys have been handed a really difficult decision to make. Well, the Ravens are a smash-mouth football team, and they've got a chance to have a second player drafted here. And these guys are going to get themselves a great player here. I'm not sure that this selection is going to provide a huge punch, but he's at least a guy that does have some upside. And I think that pick comes to the surprise of nobody. You had to figure they lean that way if a player from that team became available.
Just acting orange.
Still some big holes remaining to be filled. Here's where you may have to go after a lower-rated player just to make sure you get coverage in all areas. Well, not too tough to see into the thought process of that pick.
It's 3 a.m., we ain't done yet. Trying our best to make it last.
Definitely some options with this pick. And this team does have a lot of needs, but this guy is a legitimate star, and he'll make everyone around him better.
We've got the rest of our lives for the rest of our lives.
And now is where you need to make these last picks count. Yeah, I think they got the best player there, and they got a guy that fills a big need, so that's an excellent choice.
One day we'll look back just shaking our heads, but right now it's too fast to slow.
Both offensive and defensive options here. They might have to ask themselves which side of the ball needs more attention. And now, which side of the football will they address here? Some interesting options either way.
Just acting orange. We're too loud, we're too proud, we're too...
Now it's getting to the time of the draft where you really want to get lucky and hope somebody falls into your lap.
As long as we can.
Where to now? Do you get yourself a big brute for the trenches, or someone who can really help you out at the playmaking type spot?
Whatever feels right, we're doing it our way.